What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld. And what we're going to be talking about today is the most important position that you should be looking for in Madden 19. Now, the reason behind this video is because I started a whole situation of trying to explain to you guys how we're going to be building our teams to start. I didn't do this for 18, and a lot of you guys were asking me like, yo, Gmia, can you just help us out for the start so that we can have like a heads up on what we should be doing? Obviously, a lot of you guys are, pretty much you guys watch a high percentage of my guys, like 90% of my viewers are like, die hard, ready to go. Once we set the, the platform and the layout, we're ready. We're all doing the same thing. So we all build our teams the same way. So now, hopefully you guys who are, are newer viewers can join that whole plateau, and then we can just go on and just take over MUT. Because pretty much if we create our own build, people are going to try to mimic us, and then we'll keep it going along those lines. So what's going to happen is this, right? For my grinders out there, a lot of you guys that, when Madden comes out, that's the first thing I do. I learn to play the game through playing solos. And I recommend that to every one of you guys. Make sure you do your best to learn the game through solo challenges. A lot of you guys just want to get on the game, you go into MUT, you just start playing seasons, you start going crazy, buying packs, not paying your mortgage, craziness. If you're younger, you're not doing your homework. Bro, eating candy before dinner, like doing anything that you're not supposed to be doing. A lot of you guys are doing it. Let's change that, all right? This is what's going to happen. The most important position at the launch of Madden 19 is going to be the kicker. Now, you guys might say to me, what are you talking about, bro? You need a quarterback, you need a running back. Let me explain something to you, right? If your kicker sucks, like the kicker that they gave me at the start of Madden 18, you're going to have a lot of issues, okay? As far as solo challenges go, you're not going to be able to complete certain solo challenges to get to other levels if they continue along the same lines. Like I said, more than likely what they've been doing since they cut down the whole full games thing, and they've been giving us gauntlet and stuff like that, they're going to do solos that require you to do kicks, field goals and stuff like that along these type of lines. Where is it? Did we pass it already? It has to be here. I know they did, because it was mad earlier. I remember it, bro. Like right here, right? My kicker at the start couldn't do this, okay? Will they continue to do stuff like this? I don't know. I will tell you this, though. It's a high possibility they're going to continue along these same lines because this works. People are not going to complain about moments and just being able to go through and do one thing to get coins and to get their card up. If you do complain, you're part of the problem. Because back in like Madden 10, Madden 11, when it was like full games, everything was a full game, that was crazy. That was ridiculous. And as much as you got, like I said, I rage a lot at this game. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not pointing fingers. You know what I'm saying, bro? But I can, because I'm willing for people to point fingers at me. But I can't complain about the solos the way they are now because it's so much easier. Bro, I used to sit with like Madden 11, Madden 12 for hours playing like 5 solos, like hours, like full games. Listen, it was torture to the soul. I don't want to do that anymore. I think that this is fine. I'm really thinking that they're going to do it like this. Keep it going with the moments. I'm going to be reaching out to them to see if they can give any information about, just to guarantee that they're going to continue along these lines. But this works. And for most of you grinders, I know that you were able to get a lot of it done the same way I was similarly going through at the start of the game. Okay, so this is huge right here to understand that they're going to put things in between like this if they continue along the same lines where, before you get to the next one, you got to kick a field goal. Okay, so ideally for the grinders, the kicker is the most important position. And they're more than likely going to be going for a lot of coins at launch. Okay, so I would go, if you're a grinder, I would go kicker number 1 because regardless of what your team is, right? Like for instance, let's go to my item binder right now. We're going to go to, we're going to go overall, and then I'm going to flip it so that it goes from the lowest, to the highest, right? So look, when you go from the lowest to the highest, let me go to the players. So that way we don't have all that stuff going on there. Okay, so most of these bronze cards, this is what my ultimate team started with at the launch of Madden 18. Okay? So because of that, my team sucked. But I use these cards to play the solos. Because what they do is, the computer, they don't give you too many of the rougher, high overall team challenges, and they make everything rookie to start. So you're pretty much trying to learn the game and utilize the cards that you start with. Like, I'll never forget this guy. This guy sucked. 79 speed, 6'5". You know what I'm saying, bro? Dude was garbage. 28 elusiveness. I won a lot of games with this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to sit up here and act like I did it. I won a lot of games with that guy. I actually went out into ranked games with him and won games early on. Because remember, you might look at it and say, yeah, bro, he's only a 79 speed. At the launch of Madden 18, I can't remember, but a lot of the players were like 80 speed at corner and stuff like that. And it was easy to get by them to start. What happened was they started to patch the game and things started to get a little wild, and it didn't work out. But this card was pretty sick. All right, so you might laugh at it now, like, yo, 59 overall, what you doing? But this is what you're going to be dealing with when you log into Madden 19. You're going to be dealing with similar situations like that. And we have to make the best out of it. We have to create the best overall team that we possibly can to complete our solos. So I just want you guys and girls to understand that these things are very, very ideal into making your team suitable for the solo challenges. I'm not going to recommend that you guys go out into head-to-head and start doing what I was doing, because I'm a complete idiot. And I'm very, very competitive, and I want to prove to myself that the other person is garbage. So I put myself into very, very bad situations, and then I go out there like, yo, why did I do that? Like, this guy right here was starting for me for a while at 59 overall because he had an 86 speed. And like I told you guys, speed is what matters at launch. So I used him in online head-to-head gameplay. And it worked for me because you couldn't get past him with an 86 speed in zone. So that kind of thing worked. And I want to make sure that we go along those same lines. So when I tell you that the kicker is important, it's very, very important at the start of the game that you have a decent kicker, else you're not going to be able to get through challenges like that. Whether it's the gauntlet or something else or whatever they have, they're going to utilize those things because they want you to get a better kicker. Okay? So just keep that in mind. That's going to be very, very ideal for you to have that. Now, after the kicker, we're going to want to go with probably the quarterback. Okay? Now, quarterbacks in this game, let's go back to the item binder and let me explain to you what's going on. Quarterbacks in this game, it's very, very funny because as the game gets patched, the value of the QB changes tremendously. Okay? So let's just go from the beginning, right? I showed you Tavares Jackson. He was just part of the other part that I was showing you with the early on initial cards that you get within the game. Tavares Jackson is garbage. Okay, he's trash, 70 speed, 56 throw power, 53, whatever. But what the whole mindset of it is that EA is not expecting you to just go out and start being a complete and utter idiot like I was and try to throw deep streaks. Me, I come out and I'm throwing streaks at the launch. Like as soon as the game is not even in my house yet, I'm already throwing streaks. So I want a guy with a lot of throw power. The one thing that I liked about what they did this year with the gauntlet is that they gave us opportunities, and also with long shot, because I was using this Devin Wade also after I completed long shot, and the 82 throw power came in handy to start. But as far as the gauntlet goes, if they bring that back, what happened was this. The reason I was able to get suitable things was because of where's the setup right here? The gauntlet champions, Phillip Rivers, right? Phillip Rivers needed 3 of these trophies. So I completed him, and I used him for a very, very long time. And let me tell you something, bro. The dude was throwing hot ones. He has since been rage sold, but that has nothing to do with it. He wasn't even auctionable. I put him in the set. I did something with him. He's gone. Just put it like that, bro. The guy was gone as soon as I saw something better. Dude was out of here. But he was excellent early in the game. It was worth it to grind to get this card because he was able to make every throw. So if EA does something along those lines, guess what? You just save money by getting a free quarterback while other people are buying packs and doing all kinds of other ridiculousness, and you're already going to have a quarterback that's ready to go. You see what I'm saying? That's going to be the biggest thing that's happening with that situation. If you could get a free quarterback, he's the second best thing that's needed. I don't think that they usually give you kickers for those free things like Gauntlet, so I'm not going to put that up there. I don't think that they're going to ever do that because that makes it, with the way that the new kicking mechanics are, it makes it better for them for the possibility that you might buy packs in order to get a kicker. So it kind of balances out. You see what I'm saying? But the quarterback position is something that's ideal. After that, you're going wide receiver. You might be like, yo, bro, what's up with your O-line? Why you not worried about? Bro, I don't care about the O-line to start. Okay, bro? Because most of them are going to play the same. Unless I see otherwise, at the start of 19, I'm going to go this route. Kicker, quarterback, wide receiver. Okay? That's where I'm going. You guys could be like, yo, bro, I'm going to go. You could go whatever way you want. Look, bro, listen. Hey, you could do whatever you want. I'm letting you know that based off of the last, even going back to 25 with MUT. So that's like 4 years. It's been like this. Except for the kicker, because kicking didn't mean anything in 25. You could have like a negative kick power, you would be kicking the ball from 90 yards out. But with the exception of the kicking, the way that I'm doing it right now with quarterback, wide receiver, getting those positions first, it always worked out for me. Okay? Because I was always able to score. Even if my defense wasn't as good, I was always able to score because I was coming out with the fastest, lowest overall receiver, quarterback with decent throw power, and I was just airing it out. Never really ran the ball. until the emphasis of running the ball has really come about more, and they've been adding more to the run game. I never really ran the ball a lot. So after the wide receiver, I would look to the running back and get somebody that's a low overall, but that, has decent elusiveness. Obviously, because of the one cut, you're going to want that. From there, right? Because remember, defensively, I'm assuming that whatever we get, we're going to be going for like the lower overalls with the highest speed. So defense to start doesn't really matter, because the corners, we're just going to get the fastest corner. I don't care what the overall is. D-line, I'm not really worried about. And we're going to get a user in Anthony Barr or Leonard Floyd. Everything else is all speed on the defensive side. So that usually is easy to get to start, because people are looking for the higher overall rated players because they think it really matters. Usually early on it doesn't. If it does change, I will notify you guys about it. But after that, the quarterback, the wide receiver, and the running back, we're going to build the O-line with all impact block. All right? We're going to build impact block, and we're just going to go from there, because usually impact block has been a continuing theme of what really matters and what makes them pancake guys in front of them and do whatever they want. And you might be saying to me right now, like, bro, why wouldn't we build the O-line first? Realistically speaking, O-line is going to be very expensive, okay? So if you start there, the rest of your skill positions are going to be trash. And even with the balance that I have with what I'm doing, it's worked for me. And if you want to make it work, it will work. Now, if you start playing online and you run into an idiot that bought, $1 million worth of packs, you're going to probably have issues with guys screaming at you right off the edge. That's going to be okay if you choose to do that, because that's something that you're going to have to be willing to deal with. Because I'm talking right now about getting the most important position to build with the grinding first through the solos, and then we go into into online ranked games and stuff like that. I don't want you guys going out with crazy O-lines and then you play a guy that the dude just, he's Jay-Z's cousin and he has billions and he just buys packs while he's sleeping. That guy's going to destroy your world. So that's not what this is about. This is about getting the positions needed to complete your solos while you're grinding to get yourself a better team. So you're going to obviously want to have a decent O-line before you step foot on, into the realm of what is head-to-head online, which could be MUT champions, it could be seasons, salary cap, whatever you're choosing to do. You're going to want to make sure that that stuff is, suitable before you get out there. So that's pretty much how I would start it off. I want to know what you guys are thinking about this, because I'm trying to prepare you guys for Madden 19. If you like this type of information, go ahead and like the video. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get over 100 likes, and let's keep it rolling so I can get you more information out for how I'm going to start Madden 19. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Be sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications. One love.